So I have a project open in Lightworks. It should be on your screen just like this. And this is basically it. When you download the program, you log in with your account, and you open a new project, this is what it's going to look like. This is basically your media browser. So I already pulled in some audio files and video files into the program already. So basically, this is just a window showing you all the media that you have available, to edit. And yeah, just so you guys know, video editing is basically just the idea of taking video clips and arranging them in different ways. It could be something as simple as just taking a video clip and adding music to it, if you want to do that. And you could export it and put it on a DVD if you wanted to, or you can put it on YouTube, like we said. So this is pretty bland. There's not much you can do with this. So at first, what you have to do is basically create what they call an edit. And you do that by clicking on this button right here, this blue button, where it says create a new edit. It's just this blue button right here. You just click on that.
So what is this program?
Oh, sorry, it's Lightworks. It's right on the top of your sheet. If you want this program, you just go to the link there and download it. You just have to create an account. It's free.
All right.
And it works on Mac, PC, and Linux. So I like Lightworks just because, for that reason, because it's on all the systems and because it's free. It's tough to find good quality free video editing software. And lucky for you, you have a Mac, which automatically comes with video editing software. So at least now, once you learn Lightworks, you'll have an idea of what you'd like more, what you'd want to go with. So yeah, once you click on that edit button, it's going to pull up. This is what they call an edit, and what this is basically your timeline. You're looking at your video sideways. You got your second marks on the top of your timeline there. And what you're going to want to do, if yours showed up like this, you want to arrange your windows. You can just grab the top of any of these windows and move them around. And just try to arrange it like this. This is your standard look for a video editing program, right? You got your window up here, which is going to show your output, what you're looking at, and then your timeline here, which shows you, where you are on the timeline. Looks like this goes up to about 25 seconds. So you could drop about 25 seconds worth of video in here, and it would show up sideways. I'll show you once we start pulling things in. But this is your standard layout. So you want it to look like that. And if you go ahead in your media browser here, this top left window, go down and find the clip that says, or the file that says walking people. You see that? And just go ahead and click on that, hold, and drag it down right to the timeline here. And see if you can drop it right at the beginning. Let go. Right so it's at the beginning, just like that. Okay, so we got our clip in the timeline, right? So if you look, it's real tiny. See how you can barely see it? It's just a sliver of a clip. To make it bigger, what you're going to want to do is see this little magnifying glass right here? There's a little magnifying glass with a plus on it. Just go ahead and click on that and make it big so it's about that big so you can see. So you can see the clip, right? So what you're looking at is, looks like it's about a 7-second clip, and you're just looking at the clip, sideways almost. You know what I mean? If you just hit spacebar, it'll actually go through the clip. See how that red line is going through? That red line is basically your playhead. That's showing you where you are in the video. All right? And if you noticed, in the top right, in this window right here, it showed you the video. Okay? Hit spacebar again to stop it. And if you want to go to the beginning, just go ahead and push the H letter on your keyboard. H will bring you all the way to the beginning. Okay? So that's our clip. It's just, this is a royalty-free clip of people walking, okay? Now, if we wanted to add effects to this, and by the way, if you can go through the video, if you just drag on this red line here, and it'll take you through the video, okay? Almost all video editing programs work just like this. You have a line that basically shows where you are in the video, okay? Yeah, go ahead.
I don't have that green box on here. Am I supposed to? Right?
Let me see.
There's just like a little space there. Is that right?
Go ahead and click on the magnifying glass a little bit. Yeah, a couple more times to make it bigger. There you go.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
You got it too big?
Yeah, that's fine. And go ahead and drag your side out of that. You want a nice long timeline because once you start working with video, it's good to have more room. Okay, so if we wanted to add effects to this video clip, if you look down in the bottom right here, there's a little effects button. If you go ahead and click on that, this is going to give you all kinds of different effects for your videos. Okay, it could be anything from transitions, if you have two clips and you want to have some kind of transition between the clips, or if you want to put a title on the video, we could do that. Actually, that's probably a good thing to show you. Let's go ahead and put a title on it. So what you want to do is click up here where it says video, comma mixes. Click on that, and you want to click on titles. You see that? Yeah. Oh, first click
I
on.
have that. M-A-T-T-E.
Okay. Sorry, it might be a little bit different on yours. Whatever it is, just click on it.
Click on it. Oh.
Yep. And then you want to change it to titles. Okay. We'll click on titles, and then it gives you a couple. Well, actually, it gives you 3 different options for your title. And let's go with this third one. See how it's kind of orange? Go ahead and click on that title, hold your click, and drag it and drop it right on top of this green clip. Okay? And if you did it right, it'll show you a little green square on it. Got that? Okay? And if you notice, a new window pops up, and this is basically your title editing. If you want to change what it says. Right now, you might notice it says Lightworks by default. Let's go ahead and change that. I'm just going to write my movie creation. Okay? You can type whatever you want, and you see it shows up in real time on the video. Right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay? What else? That looks good. If you go ahead and click on, see how there's a little effects tab? Click on the effects, and where it says in and no effect, switch it to typewriter, and out, switch it to fade. So for the in effect, when you're in the effects tab, just go ahead and switch the in to typewriter and out to fade. Okay, and what this is yeah. So when you start the clip, it'll type out your title, and then when it goes to the, at the end of the clip, it'll fade out. Okay, so to test it, you can close that window if you want, and push H to bring you to the beginning, and go ahead and hit spacebar. And you see how it shows up? It spells out, and it should fade out right at the end of the clip. Yeah, see that? The last couple seconds of this clip are black.
Mine didn't fade. Oh, there it is. Okay.
Yeah, the clip is just black at the end, so it kind of throws you off. And actually, this is a good way to show you how to cut that blackness off. Okay. Okay, so what I want to do is get rid of the black part of this clip at the end. So it's, you got your clip, it's nice, and then it goes black. See that? So what I'm going to do is, if you hover your mouse over the clip, if you notice, the symbol right next to the mouse changes depending on where you are over the clip. You see that? See how it changes? It's an arrow now. It's a little staple, and then it turns into like 2 staples. You want it so that it's 2 staples, okay? Like a sideways H. And what you're going to do is click and drag and it'll allow you to shorten the clip. So I'm just going to shorten it just a little bit. Actually, I'm going to shorten it until it's not black anymore, like until you can see the image. So just to show you again, I'm bringing my mouse over the side so that so you got your two staples. Okay, and then I'm going to click and drag, and I'm going to drag until I see an image. Okay, right there, and let go. And what that's going to do is get rid of the black part of the clip. Very good. Okay. All right. So what we can do is, we can test it out. If you hit H and then spacebar, see my movie creation, and then it should fade out, and the clip stops. Okay. What I want to do is go ahead and make a duplicate of this clip. Okay, basically copy it. So the way you do that is you hold Control on the keyboard and bring your mouse so that it has an arrow like that. So bring your mouse right to the center of the clip and just drag to the right.
Sorry, what are you pushing? Control?
Yep. Your left Control, hold that.
Oh, I see.
And then if you just drag the center, it'll actually make a copy. Okay? I'm just going to make one copy for now. So let's go ahead and add an effect to this second clip. In your case, it'll be the first clip. Okay? And what we're going to do is click on Effects at the bottom right. And this time we're going to switch the category to, let's switch it to Stylize. You see that? Switch it right to Stylize, and you're going to have all kinds of different effects that you can add to the clip. I like this posterized one. That looks kind of interesting. So to add that to the clip, I'm just going to click on it and drag it, and I'll drop it right on top of the second clip. Okay? And you can see it instantly changes the way this clip looks. All right? You can actually change the amount of this effect that you want. All right? Okay, so this posterize effect I added, see if you can find posterize. If you see, when I drag the amount, you can really crank it up if you wanted to. Or you could just have it a slight posterization. I'm just going to actually give it just a little bit, and I'm going to close this window, and then I'm going to hit play with the space bar. Or there's a play button somewhere, but I'll just go ahead and hit the space bar. There, and you can see it gives it a little effect. Yes. Very advanced. So if you look here, we're only working with this top video channel. There's also 2 audio channels by default. And actually, this would be a good time I can show you how you can add an audio file to your project. Okay? So you have your video file, and you can add more, or it's a track, it's a video track. Okay? You can have multiple video tracks. Okay, so you can have different clips that overlap with one another. And basically, whatever's on top is going to be what shows. Okay. So if we had another video track up here and we had a clip above it, this clip would show. The one that's above this. Basically, it's a layer system.
So what would the bottom be?
So this isn't video, so it doesn't really matter where it is as far as layering. This is just audio. These two channels, the left ear and right ear. It's your stereo channel. Yeah, so let's go ahead and pull in an audio file. I have some songs already pulled into your media browser. Let's see. There's all kinds of different songs. As long as you click on one of the ones that says sound, it should work. If you want to test it out, you can double click it and hit spacebar. It'll bring up a window for that sound file. All right, I'm going to go with the minuet. I'm just going to go ahead and just so you guys see this, I'm going to go ahead and click on the sound file and drag it right down into the audio channels and bring it right to the beginning and let go. Okay, and so you see the sound file that fills up those two channels. Okay? And so when I hit spacebar now, it has music. So you got the poster.
So it's all layers.
Yes, exactly.
Video, audio.
Right.
What's FX? Is sound is whatever
Yeah, the
whatever
visual
effects with visual.
Exactly. Yep. Right.
Okay.
And this is how most video programs work. You know, a layering system. I wanted to pull. I got some random clips here. I could pull in another video of someone walking. I could reverse this clip if I wanted to. If you look in the bottom right, you see there's a little advance button.
Yeah.
If you click on that, and if you look on the side of the video track, there's a little thing that says 100%. If you click to the right of it, there's a little reverse button. Okay, you can hit reverse, and then now when I hit play, people are walking backwards. And that's also where you could change the speed of the clip. I could have it go half the speed, so on 50%, they'll be going slow. Or you could speed it up. At 200, they'll go really fast. See that? So I got some really random clips. Like I got a molecule and I got some lightning here. If I wanted to drag another video clip, I could drag the lightning down in and put it right after the second clip. And when I hit play now, it'll switch right to lightning. See that? Now, one last thing I want to show you is how you make a transition between clips. Okay, so it's just like adding a title or a stylized effect that we put on. If you go ahead and click on effects and switch the category to mixes. Mixes basically allows you to change the transition between video clips. This wipe looks kind of cool. What I'm going to do is just click on the wipe and drag it in between any of these clips. I'm going to drag it and I'm going to drop it in between the first two clips. Drop it, and just so you see, when I hit play now, it'll do a wipe. See that? Isn't that nice? Okay, so what you're talking about is exporting. So when you're all done, so say this is the file I want. Let's look at it. I'm gonna go. Actually, you can hit H, go to the beginning. I'm gonna hit spacebar. My movie creation. It should wipe to the poster thing, which is faster. We set it to 200, and then lightning. And then I don't want to wait the whole time, so I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit. It should switch to a molecule. Yeah. Okay, so say I want to export this. What I can do is just go ahead and click on, if you look at the bottom, it's a little yellow arrow. If you click on that, you have all your settings for how you want to export it. Basically the quality of your export, of that final file that you're going to have, whether you want to put it on a DVD or put it on a YouTube. So what we want to do, let's see. If it actually has a YouTube setting. If you click on where it says format, click on that and just click YouTube. It'll actually optimize it for the YouTube website. Okay? You see that? Content, and then see format.
I see format.
Yep, to the right of that, just click on that and you should see.
Oh, I said video. Oh, I see.
Yep, click on Vimeo.
Oh, YouTube.
Exactly. And then this, you can have it upload to YouTube. I never usually do that because that's kind of complicated and sometimes you'll lose the video file if it doesn't upload correctly. So what I do is just, you want to give it a name. So you click name, you click my movie or whatever you wanted to call it. And then you just hit start and then it would basically process the video that you created and create an output file.
So I should click start?
No.
Oh,
I mean, unless you want to.
I just want to see where it goes.
Okay, go ahead and hit it. Yeah. I'll hit it too, just because you can cancel it. I'll hit start, and you can see.
Oh, I did find the YouTube. Oh.
That's okay. See how it's starting to go through the whole video. Basically, it's just processing the entire video and making an output file. Okay. I'm going to stop it by clicking on the red X.
So I'll be seeing you in Sundance.
Yeah, one day.
Hope so. All right, cool. That was great. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
thank
Awesome. Yeah, thanks for coming.
So, just